All right, welcome to AI for the People. Today
Uh,
we're going deep on some pretty amazing AI breakthroughs, stuff that's really changing the world, like,
Mhm.
in cancer diagnostics, quantum computing, even video generation. We've got some really interesting news and insights about companies like Nucleai and Amazon. So,
It's going to be a fascinating deep dive for sure.
yeah, let's jump right in. First up, we have to talk about Nucleai. This
Mm.
company is giving us some real hope in the fight against cancer. They're using AI to analyze cellular patterns, and what that means is faster and more accurate diagnoses.
Yeah, it's amazing how Nuclei's technology can pick up on those tiny details, the little
Hmm.
nuances and patterns. Even the most experienced human pathologist might miss those things, and that level of precision. I mean, it could totally change patient outcomes.
For sure, for sure. And you know what? It's already having a real impact. Nuclei just got a whopping $20 million in Series B funding. That
Wow.
means they can expand their tech into more labs around the world,
Yeah.
potentially reaching millions more patients.
Think about what that means for everybody. If this becomes the standard of care, earlier detection, more effective treatment for so many types of cancer, it's a game changer.
Absolutely. Nuclei's work just shows you like how AI can actually improve lives,
Yes.
in such a tangible way. Now, let's switch gears for a second and talk about a company we all know, Amazon. But we're not talking about shopping today, right? We're diving into their AI ambitions with this new service they have called Amazon Bedrock.
Okay, yeah. Amazon Bedrock, it's essentially a platform. It lets companies build and scale their own generative AI applications, chatbots, text generators, image creation tools, you name it, all powered by some of the most advanced AI models out there.
So they're kind of giving others the tools to create their own AI solutions. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a bold move. Amazon wants to be a major player in the AI world, and
Yep.
by giving developers access to these tools, they're basically democratizing AI, making it accessible to businesses of all sizes.
Okay, but that raises a question, right? Like, what does it mean when a company like Amazon, I mean, they're already huge in e-commerce. What happens when they have this much influence in AI?
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely something to think about. On the one hand, wider adoption of AI tech could drive innovation in tons of industries, but then you also have to think about, potential market dominance and the concentration of power. It's a complex issue.
Absolutely, no easy answers, but for sure, Amazon's move into AI is a big deal. It's going to
Yeah.
have far-reaching consequences.
All right, let's move on to something else that's happening in AI. It's really interesting. We're seeing these language models popping up. They're able to understand and process human language in just incredible ways, like way more sophisticated than ever before.
Okay.
We have to talk about XAI and their model Grok 2.
Grok 2, yeah, it's a huge leap forward in natural language processing.
Mhm.
It's not just, about generating text that sounds human. This model can actually reason and problem solve. That's huge. So AI that can actually get the nuances of human language and use it to solve complex problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Imagine interacting with an AI that truly understands what you're saying. It can answer your questions thoughtfully and comprehensively. I mean, this could change everything. Customer service, research, you name it.
What about education? Think about AI tutors that can, really adapt to each student's needs, or healthcare, where AI could help doctors diagnose diseases and personalize treatments.
The possibilities are endless, really. And these models are just going to keep evolving.
Yeah, it's a really exciting time to be following this. Okay, speaking of exciting, let's switch gears again and look at the art world.
Yeah.
AI is making some serious waves there, literally.
Oh, yeah.
So Stability AI, the company behind Stable Diffusion, they've just introduced video generation capabilities.
Hmm.
Now creators can generate whole video sequences, that keep that artistic coherence over time.
Wow. So AI can create like moving art?
Right. Think about it. Music videos, short films, even animated features, created with AI.
That could change everything.
Totally. And it's not just about creating new content. It's also about, empowering artists with these new tools
Hmm.
so they can express themselves in ways that we couldn't even imagine before.
It really blurs the lines between human and machine creativity.
It does. And as with any powerful technology, we have
Hmm.
to think about the ethics.
That's
Like, where do we draw the line between human and AI creation? And what about, potential misuse, deep fakes, misinformation, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, those are valid concerns. We have to have these conversations, right? About the ethical implications of AI, especially as it gets more and more integrated into our lives. Make sure it's developed and used responsibly,
Yeah.
for the benefit of everybody.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that, yeah, while we're excited about the potential, we also have to be aware of the potential risks. Okay, let's dive into something that often feels like sci-fi, but it's becoming real fast. The combination of AI and quantum computing.
Oh, yeah, this is fascinating stuff.
It's still early days, but it has the potential to like totally revolutionize fields
Yeah.
like materials science,
Yeah.
drug discovery, cryptography. Quantum computers can do these calculations at speeds that regular computers just can't even touch.
Right.
And when you combine that with AI algorithms, who knows what kind of problems we can solve?
Yeah, we could be talking about, designing materials with crazy new properties,
Right.
developing life-saving drugs way faster,
No.
or creating, unbreakable encryption. Quantum AI could really transform the world.
Yeah, but like you said before, with great power comes great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
What about the potential risks of quantum AI?
Well, there's data security, bias in algorithms, and we could even see new kinds of cyber attacks,
Yeah.
taking advantage of those unique properties of quantum computers.
So as we're pushing the boundaries of AI, we got to be careful, right? We need foresight.
Absolutely. The future of AI is not set in stone. It depends on the choices we make today.
That's a good point. Okay, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, there's one more company we have to talk about. They're bringing some real AI magic to video editing, and get this, in real time. Runway ML, they're doing some groundbreaking stuff. Real-time video style transfer. Have you heard about this?
No, but it sounds amazing.
It is. So Runway ML, they've always been pioneers in creative AI tools. But this latest update is a game changer, seriously. So creators can now apply these artistic styles to live video feeds. Think about live streaming, virtual events, any kind of creative content production, really.
I mean, that's incredible.
Right. Imagine a live streamer turning their feed into a moving Van Gogh painting,
Wow.
or a filmmaker giving their footage
Yeah.
that old school film noir look like live.
The creative possibilities are huge.
They are, and this is just one example of how AI is changing how we create and consume video.
Yeah.
Right, we're going from generating entire videos from scratch to editing them in real time.
It's giving creators so much power and flexibility.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
incredible to see. Now, before we move on to the next part of our deep dive, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on all these AI advancements we've talked about? Which one excites you the most? Which one, raises the most questions for you? Let us know in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going.
I'd love to hear what people are thinking.
We're all on this journey together, exploring this vast world of AI. And your perspectives are important, so share them. Stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive, where we'll keep exploring the companies and technologies that are shaping the future of AI.
I can't wait. Welcome back to our deep dive, into this amazing world of AI.
Yeah, we've covered a lot already, like AI's potential to revolutionize healthcare with companies like Nucleai, and those mind-blowing advancements in video generation, like, Stability AI's new tools.
Right. And we can't forget Amazon. I mean, they're jumping into AI head first with Amazon Bedrock, giving businesses the power to build these really sophisticated AI applications.
Yeah, it's clear that AI it's not some futuristic concept anymore.
Yeah.
It's here. It's evolving so fast, and it's really impacting our lives in ways we probably don't even fully grasp yet.
That's the thing, right? And that's why we're doing this, to really unpack these developments, explore the implications, and help you navigate this whole landscape. It's exciting, but it can be a bit overwhelming at times.
Totally, we want to equip you with the knowledge you need.
Yeah.
So you can be a part of the conversation, about the future of AI.
Exactly. So let's pick up where we left off. Real-time video editing with AI. We were talking about Runway ML and their real-time video style transfer tech.
Right, and I think it's important to really highlight how groundbreaking this is. I mean, we've seen AI generate images, write scripts, even compose music, but now it's tackling video editing, and in real time. This is huge for content creators.
Think about it. Instead of spending, hours, days editing footage, now you can apply these complex artistic styles instantly. It's like having a whole special effects team, right there at your fingertips.
And it's not just about efficiency, it's about opening up creative possibilities. Like imagine live streamers turning their feeds into these moving impressionist paintings
Yeah.
or giving their videos that old-timey film noir look like on the fly.
It's incredible.
Yeah, the potential is just limitless.
And this is part of a larger trend. AI tools are becoming more and more accessible. What used to require, expensive software and specialized skills. Now anyone with a laptop and an internet connection can do it.
So AI is being democratized, right?
Like-
People can create and innovate in ways we never even thought possible.
Exactly, and it's so exciting. We're seeing this explosion of creativity as people experiment with these tools, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It's like AI is becoming this collaborative partner, augmenting human creativity, not replacing it.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. AI can handle the technical heavy lifting, and that frees up human creators to focus on the things that really matter, the concept, the storytelling, the emotional connection.
So it's not human versus machine. It's human and machine working together.
Exactly, and that's what makes this era of AI so fascinating. It's this fusion of human ingenuity and technological innovation. It's changing the world in profound ways.
But we have to remember, with all this amazing potential, AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
That's such an important point. We have to think about the ethical implications and make sure AI is developed and used responsibly. It has to benefit all of humanity, not just a select few.
Right. And that takes a collective effort.
Okay.
Policymakers, researchers, developers, everyday people. We all need to be part of this conversation.
Absolutely. The future of AI isn't predetermined. It's being shaped by the choices we're making right now.
So let's choose wisely. Before we move on to our final segment, I just want to take a moment and think about everything we've discussed. We've covered so much from life-saving applications in healthcare to mind-blowing advancements in creative fields.
It's been a wild ride for sure. I hope you're feeling as energized and inspired as I am.
I definitely am, and I hope our listeners are too. But we're not done yet. We have one more fascinating topic to explore. The potential impact of AI on the average person, like you and me.
That's a great point. It's easy to get caught up in the wow factor of these cutting-edge technologies, but we have to bring it back down to earth. How is AI going to affect our everyday lives?
That's what really matters, right? How will AI shape the world around us, the work we do, the relationships we have, our whole society?
Those are the big questions. And in our final segment, we're going to explore some of the ways AI is already making its presence felt in our daily lives and what we can expect in the years to come.
So buckle up, everyone. We're about to embark on the final leg of our AI adventure.
Stay tuned for part 3 of our deep dive.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been exploring the frontiers of AI from, cancer diagnostics to quantum computing. But now it's time to bring it back down to earth a bit. What does all this mean for, the average person? How do we navigate this increasingly AI-driven world?
Right. It's easy to get caught up in the headlines about, the big breakthroughs and everything. But the real impact of AI is often in those subtle ways it's already part of our lives.
So what are some examples? How is AI shaping our daily routines without us even realizing it?
Well, think about those personalized recommendations you get, on streaming services or when you're shopping online. That's AI. It's analyzing your past behavior, your preferences, to try and predict what you might like. Or even spam filters, keeping all that junk mail out of your inbox. AI is doing that too, learning to recognize and block those unwanted messages.
Okay, so it's already making our lives easier in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But what about the future? How is AI going to impact us in the years to come?
Well, one area where we're going to see a huge impact is healthcare. We talked about Nucleai, using AI for cancer diagnostics, but that's just the beginning. Imagine AI-powered virtual assistants that can monitor your health, remind you to take your meds, even give you personalized advice.
That sounds amazing, but also a little, maybe a little creepy. What about our privacy, our autonomy? Are there concerns about AI overstepping boundaries?
Yeah, those are definitely valid concerns, and that's why it's so important that we develop these ethical guidelines, regulations for AI, especially in sensitive areas like healthcare. The goal is to use AI to make our lives better, but but not at the expense of our fundamental rights, you know?
Right, right. It seems like AI is like on the verge of disrupting everything. How we work, how we learn, how we interact with each other. It's exciting, but it's also a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
I get it. The pace of AI development is just incredible. It's hard to keep up. But that's exactly why these conversations are so crucial. The more we understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to deal with its impact on our lives.
I have to admit, when I first started learning about AI, I was a bit intimidated. It felt like this super complex, mysterious field,
Mhm.
like only for computer scientists and engineers. But the more I explored it, the more I realized that AI is really about us. It's about, understanding and enhancing human capabilities.
Exactly. AI is a tool. A powerful tool, sure, but still just a tool.
Mhm.
And it's up to us to decide how we use it, how we shape its development. We have to make sure it serves humanity, you know?
So what's the takeaway message for our listeners? What's the one thing you really want them to remember from this deep dive into AI?
Stay curious. I think that's the most important thing. Don't be afraid to explore, to ask questions, to be part of the conversation. The more we learn, the better prepared we'll be to embrace the opportunities and face the challenges that AI brings.
That's great advice. So remember, you're not alone in this. We're all in this together, figuring it out as we go.
Absolutely, we're all learning and adapting as AI changes the world around us.
And we'll be here to help you make sense of it all. Be sure to follow at AI for the People for more deep dives into the world of AI. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends. The future is coming fast, and we'll be here to guide you through it. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and thanks for listening.